Did Shelley give you the thumbs up?
I just see.
Not yet. He's working on it. Not ready.
Welcome, everyone. Before I call the meeting to order, I'd like to invite up, it looks like there's a couple students here from Willow. Can you guys come up if you're a Willow student? I need some help in calling the meeting to order. So if you're a Willow student and you can come up and help me, I would really appreciate it. Come on.
Yes, come on up.
So come on over here. So this is how we call a meeting to order. You guys get to take this and slam it on that as hard as you want. Okay, you go first.
Nice.
Oh, that was great. Give it to your friend.
Oh,
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good job, you guys. Thank you for your help. That's a really hard thing to do, so I really appreciate that help. I'd like to call to order the meeting, the April 11th, 2022 meeting of the Board of Education of Homewood School District 153. Roll call, please.
Mr. Bosch.
Present.
Ms. Bethay.
Here.
Mr. Schmidt.
Here.
Mr. Zinnerman.
Here.
Ms. Havergorst. Mr. Booth. Ms. Marks.
Here.
5 present.
Thank you. We have approval of the minutes from the regular meeting of the board from March 21st, 2022. Are there any additions or corrections to that set of minutes? Is there a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. We have future dates.
Yes, just a reminder to everybody, this week we have Good Friday, so we are not in school on Friday. We have a 3-day weekend. And also in April, we have a school improvement day on the 27th and another school improvement day on May 6th. Those are early release days for students, and staff will be in workshops. Yeah, so those are the dates.
Great, thank you.
Mrs. Marks, I'd like to make a motion to appoint Jim Schmidt as a secretary for today's meeting.
Second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed?
Thank you. fellow
Day late and a
colleagues.
dollar short, Jim. All righty. We have, let me just mention, Mr. Bosch is standing because he's on injured reserve and sitting is painful for him. So
He lost a
in
bet.
case you think it's weird, it's not. Okay, moving along. We have some presentations tonight. We have some student groups we'd like to recognize.
This is one of the highlights of any school board meeting, is to be able to recognize our students. So that's why we have such a large group here, and we're excited. And we're going to start with our youngest District 153 student. So Miss Lawson, if you could come up and introduce your students and tell us why they're here. Please
Of
do.
course.
And so our audience at home can hear you. Make sure this
yeah.
mic is
My name is Kendra Duncan, and I am the new living skills teacher at Willow. And these are our peer partners, Aaron and Grace. And they are peer partners for our young athletes at Willow. This year, we opened up our young athlete program to children not only that have IEPs, but also to the identified students that could be peer partners to them. And so I am very happy to say that we have 5 young athletes and 5 peer partners, and Grace and Karen are 2 of the peer partners.
nice. Thank you. Questions for me?
I want to ask the girls, can you tell me a little bit about what you do as a peer partner? Wow. Thank you and your friends. Oh, go ahead. Awesome. Well, thank you both. And will you thank the other Willow Wildcats that help you guys too? We really appreciate what you're doing, and it's making Willow even a better place to be. So thank you. And thank you to your teachers too. All right. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not only can we must.
Yes.
Yeah. No, we'll do it right now.
Let's do it now.
She's going around giving high fives to the gallery. She's got a personality. Yeah.
Gosh.
High fiving the whole audience. Next, I'd like to recognize students from Churchill Schools. So if Dr. Schnorr, the principal there, could come forward.
Good evening. I have the pleasure of introducing our Churchill Student Council. And we'll turn it over here in just a minute to Mrs. Alcorn and Ms. Mosley, our sponsors here tonight, as well as our kids to share a little bit about all the ways they are impacting our school community at Churchill. They've done a wonderful job of leading us and doing some wonderful things for our community, as well as having some fun as well. So I'll turn it over to them.
They've been absolutely wonderful this year, coming up with a lot of activities to help our community. So I was just going to let them say their names and say something that we did this year. At least 2 cartfuls of items.
Wow.
Nice.
We gave to a charity, be a new charity.
Very nice. Yep.
And they came up with the whole idea. So they come to once a month and we meet. They come up with the idea of who they want to benefit or help. And then they come up with how are they going to fundraise the money for it. And they go around the school and publicize or have the kids, all the kids in the school, they can publicize what they want. How about our next one? What is it? Yes, the jelly bar. And we haven't decided yet.
So Before you all sit down, I have a question for you. So did you all have to run for your position in student government? Yeah. So we are all going to need someone to replace us sooner or later. So I need you guys to start thinking about that, all right? If you can run for student government, you can run for the school board, all right? Okay. Good.
Need a picture. Yeah. Get a picture. All right. And to continue our evening of recognitions, I'd like to call up Miss Johnson, principal at James Hart, so she can introduce her students and coaches. Miss Johnson.
Good evening, everyone. I would like to introduce the regional championship winning, sectional championship winning, Elite Eight participants as they are our eighth grade volleyball team, coached by Ms. Jones and Ms. Monaco.
It's come on.
And of course, I'm looking at the coaches like, they're like, yeah, we're not about to speak.
Yeah, no. The one thing I'll say about our volleyball team. So 2 years ago, a few of these girls were actually on the 7th grade volleyball team as 6th grade students, which is somewhat unusual. They won the regional and the sectional, and they were ready to go to state. And then this crazy thing happened the week of March 13th, and the state tournament was canceled. So that season ended on a down note. Although we can say that they had a wonderful season. Nobody beat them that year, right? So it was really, really a nice thing for us to be able to see that this group was able to repeat what they had done 2 years ago and have several other people join them as 8th graders. So they represented our school really, really well down at the state tournament, and we couldn't be more proud and really happy to see you. And also, I'm going to point out, for some of our Churchill kids that we just heard about all the service work that you're doing, you'll see some of these students up here have T-shirts that say NJHS with big paws on them. That's our National Junior Honor Society. And before we came down here at 6 o'clock, we were at the ceremony where these students, who are current members of National Junior Honor Society, recognized 44 new students into the National Junior Honor Society. And really what that is that is an organization for kids who serve their community. They have great grades, they're nice people, and they serve others. And that's what NJHS is all about. So I want our Churchill students to be able to see these 8th grade students and the 7th graders who joined them in our ceremony about an hour ago. So ladies, very proud of you. Congratulations on a job well done.
Could we have each of you introduce yourself?
Say your name.
What position?
First and last name. Nice. They're so shy. Pull that up. Very good. Just hold, yeah. Can't get away from the
sweet daughter to
microphone.
I'm Katie Becker, and I'm one of the coaches.
There you go.
So before we take the picture with all of you, I want to tell you ladies something. This is what I kept hearing your entire season. This is the nicest group of girls. They may not have all started out being friends with each other, but they are friends. They're nice to each other, and they respect each other, and they have fun together. And that's quite a tribute to all of you and to your coaches and your families. That is about the best thing that we could ever hear about a team. All of those wins are fantastic, but the way you came together as a team, that's the best, the very best thing. So thank you.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
So we have quite a bit more business on our agenda tonight. We love having company, but we are never offended if you have something better to do and you would like to leave. And if that's the case, this would be a great time.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Welcome, congratulations. Thank you, guys.
Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
How are you?
This girl, this one
I
with the
would-
glasses,
I'd
she
give her
cracks
thumbs
me
up.
up.
Oh my
The glasses,
gosh.
what a ham.
Oh my gosh.
This dude right here.
High-fiving
Oh,
everybody.
she's
Guy's got
just
personality right
adorable.
here.
I love
too.
it.
He's got it. He's
I
good.
love it. Have a good night.
Good job. Congratulations. Have a good
Night,
night.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Have a good night.
job.
Good night. Thumbs up, buddy. Come on. Where's her? Come on.
Cute. Adorable.
Okay. Next item on our agenda tonight is audience participation. Is there anyone in the audience who has come to address the board on any items that are not on tonight's agenda? Okay. And we have had no one asking us any questions that we need to answer tonight. So we
Correct.
Are there any board members who have any reports from committees or meetings you've attended?
Nope.
Right? Superintendent's report.
Yeah, I just wanted to update everybody on our COVID numbers, and this is from last week. So the week we returned from spring break, we tested our customary 1,650 people, students and staff included. We had 1 positive staff member, 5 positive students. So our really low numbers continue. That's a great trend. As I said before, at the end of this week, once we get through shield testing this week, I do want to review our numbers one final time, and it is possible that we will take away some of the mitigations that we've had in place to try to be cognizant of the fact that our COVID numbers are declining and that we might be able to provide a little bit more flexibility to our students and staff in the building. So that information will be coming at the end of this week. Also, again, we were pleased to be able to celebrate all of our students this evening. That's one of the highlights anytime we have a board meeting is to recognize our students. And the NJHS ceremony, which I referenced earlier, was at 6 o'clock tonight, and we welcome 44 new 7th and 8th grade students into National Junior Honor Society. So congratulations to all of them. And also, this is the week of IAR testing. So the statewide assessment begins this week, and our students and staff have been busy, obviously, preparing for that all year long, not so much preparing, but just doing the great, rigorous work that we do on a regular basis. So we're excited to see how our students perform on the statewide assessment this week.
Great. Thank you. We have 2 items on tonight's consent agenda. The first is to authorize the chief school business official to pay the usual and customary bills for April 2022. Are there any questions on the bills?
No.
Is there a motion?
Oh, we got one more.
Consent.
Sorry, personnel report.
Yeah, personnel report, which you have in your packet. There are a lot of items there, including leaves. I do want to point out, though, our tenured staff members. So we had several staff that we hired this year who just completed their first year, and we are pleased to offer them a contract for next year. So congratulations to those individuals. You can also see the names of our second and third year tenure. But I also want to mention specifically the individuals whom we are recommending for tenure after completing 4 successful years with us. And those are Lisa Burns-Norfleet, Darlene Gallagher, Rachel Hennigan, Julie Holly, Bria Hopkins, Alex Klepchak, Katie Krasnicka, Imelda O'Connor, Noreen Rutledge, and Katie Schmidt. So congratulations to those staff members on attaining tenure. And then also I wanted to mention that we have some individuals listed there. Portable tenure is something fairly new in the state. These are individuals who had attained tenure in their previous district and were able to transfer that to us by successfully completing 2 years with us with excellent ratings. So congratulations to Amy Edwards and Callie Will, who qualified for portable tenure. And then also accelerated tenure. These are individuals who attained tenure after 3 years with us because, again, they had excellent ratings in all 3 years in our district. So congratulations to Melissa Campbell, Tanya Duplessis, Heather Hofel, and Jill Sosnowski. Always pleased to be able to welcome excellent staff members for tenure.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now, is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
Move to approve the consent agenda items as presented in items 7A and 7B.
Second?
Roll call, please.
Mr. Schmidt,
Yes.
Mr. Zennerman,
Yes.
Mr. Bosch,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Ms. Buffet.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Motion carries. We have the second payment of February 2022 bills and the first payment of March 2022 bills. Got anything on that? No. Are there any questions?
Nope.
Is there a motion to approve?
Moved
Upon
upon
the
the recommendation.
recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education authorize the second payment of March 2020 bills and the first payment of April 2020 bills in an amount not to exceed $2,456,688.89.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Bosch,
Yes.
Ms. Buffet,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt,
Yes.
Mr. Zinnerman.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Motion carries. We have approval of the modification to the resolution providing for abatement of 2021 tax levy adjustment.
Yeah, Dr. Gibson, did you want to talk briefly regarding the abatement for the tax levy? Put that into layman's terms.
Exciting topic.
Always nice to have a CSBO in the audience. Grab that mic.
I am a lot closer to you.
So we asked the board last month to pass a resolution similar to this. There were some amounts given by the state to school districts to represent a, I think I did talk about this, represent a refund, giving us back money that was refunded back to some taxpayers that had filed appeal, primarily commercial properties. When that was passed by the board last time, before we filed with the county clerk's office, we we sent out a new letter saying that, oh, you're not gonna get as much money as we thought you were gonna get. So this is a revised resolution, and it's for, I think, about a little bit,
About half, yeah.
about half of what we were gonna get before. So the same reason, but because the amount changed, the board needed to do a new resolution for the abatement.
Thank you. Any questions? Is there a motion?
Moved upon the recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education modify the resolution, providing for abatement of 2021 levy adjustment from $351,636 to $170,270.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Bethay,
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Mr. Zinnerman,
Yes.
Mr. Bosch.
Yes.
5 ayes.
Motion carries. We have acceptance of asbestos abatement bid.
Yes, so along with our work this summer, one of the things at Churchill School specifically is we get into pulling items out so that it can be replaced. Of course, asbestos is a naturally occurring mineral, and a lot of insulating products used in pre-1980s construction. So as we go to remove that, we need to bring in a qualified contractor basically to make sure that that is removed properly. So we had a bid approval process, which you can see in your packet. There was a low bid, and the recommendation is to approve the low bid for that work.
Any questions? Is there a motion to approve?
Moved upon the recommendation. Go.
Moved upon the recommendation of the chief school business official that the Board of Education accept a bid from Safe Environment Corporation with a total of $61,360, including the $15,000 allowance for the removal of asbestos containing materials identified in the scope of work.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mr. Zinnerman,
Yes.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Mr. Bosch,
Yes.
Ms. Bethay,
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt,
Yes.
5 ayes.
Motion carries. Are there any discussion items tonight? Any written communication to the board?
I have nothing. Sorry.
We do need an executive session to discuss contract negotiations. Is there such a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Ms. Marks,
Yes.
Mr. Booth, I'm sorry, Mr. Bosch,
Yes.
Ms. Bethay,
Yes.
Mr. Schmidt,
Yes.
Mr. Zinnerman.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Motion carries 5-0.
We will return only to adjourn tonight. Thank you all for coming.
I'll keep you guys guessing for a nanosecond.
No.